Today we're going to cover why the Washington Post is an evil propagandistic arm of the Democrats, as well as why the headline makes all the difference. Let's check out this article, this attempt at George Floyd 2, written by Jennifer Hassan of the Washington Post, this evil writer, and I will demonstrate that. Here's the headline. Police fire 96 shots in 41 seconds, killing capital black man, capitalized black, during traffic stop. Oh my goodness, what is the narrative that somebody that reads the headline is going to take away? Police brutality rears its ugly head. And throughout the column, you are going to find references to police brutality against black and brown people. An interview or quotes by Mayor Brandon Johnson of Chicago where this took place, of how it's a tragedy and we're going to get to the bottom of this. And I've got two black, capital black, sons myself. This is what the narrative that the Washington Post is promoting. Police brutality, all meant to divide us, all meant to think that the only people that are going to stick up for your rights as a person of color are the Democrats. This is the narrative. Oh, but conveniently, just very briefly, is some doubt as to who shot first. It appears, they state, that it was Dexter Reed, the individual in question who they picture graduating as another form of propaganda so you can see him in his best light, not the fact that he shot at the police to begin with. Stopped by the police, rolled up his window after they told him not to, and then fired first at the police. There is a sequence of events where one action begets another action, a reaction, and when you shoot at somebody first, and if I shoot at you and you happen to have a gun, you are absolutely entitled to defend yourself to shoot me. But according to the Washington Post, that may or may not have happened, but the real issue here is police brutality. Not that this individual, regardless of skin color, shot at the police to begin with and began the sequence of events that led to his death. When you do that, when you decide that you're going to step off of a tall building's edge and you fall to your death, I don't feel sorry for you. You made that decision. This was a tremendously horrific decision by this man. But even worse now, the Washington Post is framing this as being the fault of the police, another instance of police brutality. Again, barely mentioning 8 paragraphs down the fact that maybe, just maybe, this man shot first. But then, once again, and I reiterate it, going back to the police brutality narrative. Now, in terms of why the headline matters, because this is what people are going to regurgitate. When you hit people with just the headline and they don't read the whole article, this is what they take away. And all you have to do is hit them a certain number of times with the same narrative, and this is what they will automatically regurgitate when they think of the police. This is why they want defund the police, because you can frame absolutely anything, including this death, including this attempt to divide America as another George Floyd 2.0 to precipitate riots that no doubt the Democrats want. Sorry, I am a little bit black-pilled on that party, am I not? But when you do this, then this is what people just regurgitate. An example of this is I was watching a YouTube debate between Alan Dershowitz, the famed Harvard lawyer, and Norman Finkelstein about the Israeli-Gaza situation. And I'm not even going to get into what they said, because what's littered through the YouTube comments is the idea that Alan Dershowitz is a pedophile because he represented Jeffrey Epstein and at one point went to the island and then was accused by one of the girls there as being one of the men that came and took advantage of her when she was underage. Dershowitz denied it. Later, the woman recanted what she stated and apologized, and Dershowitz dropped the lawsuit because he felt that he was being defamed, which he was, assuming that he's telling the truth, which I believe him based on the fact that the girl did not go through, based on the fact that it has been said that somebody told her to include Alan Dershowitz in the list of people to make his life hell. For whatever reason that was, not sure. But the point is that throughout the comment section, this is what was littered, not the correction. This is not made available. Just the headline, pedophile, pedophile, pedophile. Go back to Epstein Island. This is what is throughout the comment section by people that dislike him. and it's completely dishonest. It does not bear resemblance to the truth, but this is the narrative that is propagated by the media to get their points embedded into your mind as to what you should believe, and thus affecting your future actions and how you see the world. And it's completely dishonest, and the Washington Post is a complete trash rag that does not belong in the United States. Yes, you have freedom of speech, but just know that the Washington Post is essentially the National Enquirer, and that the only thing that they're trying to do is propagandize and lie to the public because they have some woke narrative of the world that bears no resemblance to reality. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thumb up the video, subscribe, and have a fantastic, fantastic day.